Well, Hugh's just rolling a cigarette. This seems like a good time to give a content warning for this particular project. There may be some effing and jeffing, some coarse language that the young ones might not want to hear.
Hey, Rob, they just like old friends. Yeah, old friends never tasted this good. I heard that.
Good afternoon, this is Hudson,
And this is Theo. Welcome to the Daily Grind.
and it is day 5.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep forgetting. I've gone mad. I've fallen into this insanity, which is fucking grind has taken over, man.
It's
my
pervading
every
your
thought.
free time. Yeah. It just it worms its way in.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it in the shower, at work, not at work, when I'm making out with my girlfriend.
Too busy feeling like Sweet Lou.
Sweet Lou! Right, we've done something different today, Theo.
Yeah,
Which I actually quite enjoyed. So it's now, we're not working this afternoon. It's 3 o'clock on a Saturday. So we've watched a daytime
daytime
sesh.
viewing, as you alluded to with your good afternoon. So.
Yes, exactly. The timing was nice. We've been watching it very late every other day. So it's
Oh
always
god,
been-
yeah. I've not managed to get more than about 6 hours sleep
Oh.
most this week because of this bloody project. And I haven't even downloaded my editor yet. I'm recording episode 5, which I'm doing after this actually, because we've got the rest of the
We're going to have a
afternoon
big
play with.
backlog, aren't we? On you.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the viewing today, man. I was loving Matt today. I was all about Matt today.
Yeah, Matt, I think
It's made me laugh.
first point about Matt is I think he's probably the best actor in the film. He carries this film.
I did hate on him on episode 1. I take that all back. Big fan
He's
of Matt.
droning you like a
Yeah,
fungus.
yeah. And through every watch, I hate Eric more and more. Should we get him on the show and interview him as to why his character's such a dick?
Remember that small scale film you did 17 years ago? We'd like to quiz you in depth about it if you don't mind.
Yeah, man, you just use people. You're a dick. You're a dick, dude. Right, so Theo, take it away. I see you've got some scribbles. Tell me a little bit about this trivia page. You mentioned it.
I was looking at some trivia.
Is this an IMDb?
one of the skate montages? I think it was IMDb. I can't remember.
Okay, I'm going to have to look at it.
But I don't know. I don't remember what I said.
Oh, no, I was
A
just...
lot of the lines in the film are improvised.
Mm.
Which is quite interesting. That's probably what gives the film its character.
Yeah, yeah.
It probably is like a few dudes just messing around.
I think you're right. I think you can tell in some scenes a lot of the interactions between Dustin and Matt. I think you can tell are improvised. Yeah, but anyway, I see you've got some scribbles.
Yeah, so I've divided my list up into the good, the bad, and the neutral.
Damn, I scribbled mine on there.
Yeah, something that's already completely covered.
Yeah.
We've already mentioned Eric. Every time. I don't think we have mentioned it yet, but we've talked about it quite a lot in general. So, but the opening graphic.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
It's like it's 1 out of 10.
so 90s. It's like the
So 90s. So this is the bad,
Yeah.
or this is the ugly.
This is the bad. It was just something that I keep meaning to mention.
Yeah,
Every time I
it
see
sucks,
I'll
doesn't
actually
it?
mention it.
It's,
And I don't think I have mentioned it.
And it's like,
Unless
it
I
makes,
have, then I'm
as
sorry.
the graphic is showing, it makes like a coping sound.
Yeah, like someone
Or
like
like a
doing like
grind.
5-0, like along a coping.
Yeah, it sucks.
The bad is the shortest of my list. Actually,
Oh, that's good.
Which,
Good viewing.
yeah, Eric was just on there, and I had a particular point that I was meant to add to it, but I didn't.
I'm sure.
Honestly, I think it's probably more about the romance. We don't need to hear any more about that.
No, we don't.
Also wrote Hugh's arsehole.
Yeah, so guys, I've been dropping some fucking rad ones today.
I don't know why he's always got bass in my face.
Yo, Red Grip, take it away. Yeah, I've been dropping some bad ones. I think it's that ale, man. Got to me last night. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 pints of sheer drop and then a bit burger. That's probably the most trash we've been for an episode.
Yeah. You mentioned something and I was like, huh? I was like, the Daily Grind? But this is probably the most sober we've been for an episode as well. Anyway,
Can
I mention something about Eric?
Oh yeah.
His fucking attitude stinks throughout the film.
Yeah, I think.
And that extends to Chili and Such. So he works at Chili and Such with Dustin, which we've mentioned before. And he shows up for a shift late, needless to say, because I'm sure he's been shredding or something. and he just
No. He's late because he skates up to the drive-in thing.
Oh yeah, God,
And
yeah.
is shouting, "Give me meat!"
It's really weird.
It is just a weird.
It's
scene.
really weird. Yeah, give me meat. Anyway, he could not give less of a fuck about the job, could he? And his
No.
attitude is just all wrong.
Yeah,
And
I mean, we've both
I'd fire him. I would
we
fire
both
him.
worked for a certain pizza.
Pizza.
We both worked for a certain pizza franchise. Oh, I can't even speak today. Okay, take 3. We both worked for a certain pizza franchise. So we like know the grind. We know the fast food grind, and we've done it.
If someone
Sometimes
came
it
up,
sucks.
if someone came into work like that, I'd fire them. I didn't have that power, but they would be asked to not return. It actually sucks, man.
Yeah.
Why
You
would
also
you?
wanted to mention the scar, didn't you?
Oh yeah, so I think it's the first skate convention.
So this is
Is it,
skate convention.
or is it the second? It might. I think it's the second in the film.
No, I think it is.
The first one's in Chicago, isn't it?
Yeah,
After work. Oh, is it that one?
I think it's that one.
Sorry, guys. So it is the first one, and it's a pretty funny scene actually. That's Dustin, Matt, and Eric go up to the
I
bus
know.
driver.
Sweet was there as well. He just didn't really say anything.
Oh, okay, and Sweetly goes up to the bus driver and Eric tries to convince him that Jimmy Wilson has asked to see them.
This is exactly what I mean. Trapped in a not a huge room, not a small room, but not a huge room. This
Something's upset my
monster.
tummy, man. All the pizza and snacks I had in this viewing. We got a cold brown.
We'll be right back after a short intermission.
I think it's a funny scene. So they speak to the bus driver. Eric tries to charm him and just epically fails. He's like, I'm trying not to get you in trouble. Jimmy's asked to see us.
Yeah.
And the guy, the bus driver, who I think is funny, like he's really sarcastic and just wants these kids like out of here. And he hands him.
He humours them though. He humours them.
Anyway, this is besides the point. There's a security guard guarding Jimmy Wilson's tour bus, and when they sort of say hey, he turns his face and he's got a scar on his face, and they all like lose their shit.
It's like,
They all like freak out. For example, Dustin's like, "Oh, we're here to see Jimmy. Is Jimmy in the the bus?" And
is that where he is?
I don't think it's about scar. It looks like a grave.
It's like a scab.
Yeah, it's like a scab. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't know. Someone's maybe like fell into a barbecue.
Something like that. It's not that bad, and they all just lose their shit. Nothing important.
What are you looking at, Pinhead? No.
Yeah. Get out of here! Nice kids, I like them. Yeah, I just thought that was what have you got in your intermediate?
So that was the Wigger extra. You wanted
Oh,
to
yeah.
talk about that as well.
He doesn't say anything.
He doesn't have a line in the thing. Most of the cuts you can barely see him. He's either cut out of the shot completely.
He's got stupid
Or he's, like,
spiky
half
hair.
in
That's
there.
why. Have you noticed how many
Gareth
fucking
Gates hair.
haircuts suck in this film as well?
It's 2003, man. People were still figuring out this century.
Fair enough, but there's a
The
lot.
tail end of the 90s. At least we didn't see like any bowl cuts.
The worse, I think, the haircuts going on in this film. Anyway, so obviously there's Sweet Lou, Eric, Matt and Dustin. So the rival skaters, the Wiggers, have to have 4 people, but just the 4th guy is just, he doesn't even say anything throughout the film, does he?
It is you
He doesn't do anything, he's
at
just
least
there.
probably despite the fact he's the most seen extra.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you
he's
just...
the least memorable part of the film?
Why wouldn't you just give him some lines? Like, even like the booyah
Because
bit.
you'd have to pay him more. I seem to remember they talk about it in the commentary, so when we
Oh, okay,
clue
alright.
ourselves in a bit more, we can come back to it.
When should we do the commentary? Just when we've had an
Yeah,
actual enough of the...
Yeah, when we can't watch the film straight, just saying the lines to each other.
Oh my god, so Theo was absolutely smashing it today. He knows, like, I would say a good 80% of the script already.
Not 80. Maybe 30.
No,
But
you're like, no, not 80, like 90, man.
90, like I couldn't nail that.
You were smashing some
One man
bits.
reenactment.
Yes, that's what I've got to say about the extra. But we'll report back if there is anything on the commentary.
One thing I wanted to mention was in the scene where Jimmy was they go to the skate shop where Jimmy was discovered, and that kid's like, "Dude, where's the product task?
Yeah.
You guys suck.
If you guys really are pros, then we're the product toss.
Where the free stuff?" And he's a black kid, and Dustin's like, "Hey, little Bow Wow," and then says some line.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I don't know if I wanted to ask you: is like Bow Wow?
He's a rapper, isn't
Is
he?
it a racial thing? Because I don't know, loads of people like Snoop Dogg. Bow Wow Wow.
Oh yeah. But little Bow Wow's the guy in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Well, the Asian guy. I think that might be slightly different.
No, the black dude with the green car.
I haven't seen Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, the little Bow Wow line. I don't know. That was just like that was a weird one. I thought.
Yeah. Just look up in Urban Dictionary.
What? Oh, you're saying Bow Wow. Oh, sorry, I see what you mean. You're saying Bow Wow might be slang for something.
Well, no, is it okay for a white guy to be, "Hey, little Bow Wow, back off"?
I don't know, man. Look it up. Look it up. Yeah, Urban Dictionary. Right now, I'll do some filler. So, the pizza I had was pretty rad, man. It was better than the film. It was like a Waitrose Calabrian fucking salami. Oh, it was tasty as hell. Had it with some coleslaw. Now my tummy hurts. Oh, it actually does. Ride my fingerboard, bitches. Oh, I've got some filler for you guys, a little bit of extra. So, after that scene, when they there's a big group of these kids that want the product us, and they have to like chuck their shirts off their back at them to get them away a bit, and then Dustin ends up in the driver's seat to make a quick getaway, and Dustin goes, "Ride my fingerboard, bitches," while he's sticking his middle finger up at these kids, needless to say. And Theo thought he said, what is it, "Ride my dark sword"?
Ride my demon sword.
So Theo thought Dustin said, "Ride my demon sword, bitches." You better not cut this as well. I thought it was lame as fuck.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the amount of D&D I played, but that's why I was like, oh, I bet Dustin played D&D.
I was wondering what you were talking. I was just like, yeah, he looks like a nerd.
Just like you. Apparently Bow Wow's just like a mama's boy. Or,
Okay, alright.
so yeah.
That's what Urban Dictionary says.
Not racial, stay woke, people.
Stay woke. What you got in the good then, boy?
Double chili gut balm.
Do you know the quote? Because I won't do it any justice.
I ordered a double chili gut balm and I got a... what was it? I can't remember the...
It's something Gutbuster.
No, the Employee of the Month picture.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Just because I need to find a screen grab. For
Yeah. That's
for
hilarious.
the thumbnail of this podcast, so...
Each time I watch the film, the manager of Chili and such, I like him more and more as well. He's a funny guy.
And the guy who owns the motel.
Yeah, we spoke about the motel bit yesterday, didn't we? But yeah, he's...
Yeah, heavy metal rocks guy.
Yeah.
He gets funnier.
He does, actually, he does. Which is crazy, Theo. We've watched this film 5 times in a row, and I think I prefer it than I do at day one. How crazy is that?
I think
It should be the other way around.
Maybe it's because it's like so much of it is improvised. There's so many little like character quirks and just like little kind of tiny things that you don't pick up on just like a single watch.
There were a few a few quotes that you picked up on that I just didn't like register before.
Didn't catch.
Yeah, crazy.
What happened to the van, dude?
Yeah, that's
they're
the
all
one.
cute and demon horns come out.
That's Matt.
Matt's acting. I think we talked about.
We
Matt's
didn't say.
acting.
Sorry, Matt's joined us for this episode. He just chats shit all day.
Are we enjoying it more because we're just going more insane?
I think so. I've been thinking way too much about grind.
I know. This is basically the only professional media we're... No, to be fair, I like, still listen to music and stuff.
I haven't been able to watch anything else.
No, we don't have time to watch anything.
No.
So this is the only thing that we're consuming, and
It is consuming.
It's actually consuming my brain.
It is, yeah. I wonder what will be. I wonder how many watches it will be before we're like, that's it, I can't.
I think it's going to be just like a sudden snap. I think we're just going to break one day.
I think we're going to get to the scene, like the motel bit, like that. Not that that's not a great scene at the moment, but that sort of 20, 30 minutes into the film and be like, fuck this.
Yeah.
And we'll cut early and duck and dive, and no, we won't. We'll keep watching.
All it takes is one of us for both of us
Like
to have
a
a bad
mental
day
breakdown,
at the same time. When we're both like not feeling it, because I think
We still have to
episode
do
3 where you were a bit down in the dumps.
But I was looking forward to doing the after
keeping you
bit.
going, yeah.
I wanted to do
Just so you could vent your
exactly.
rage.
Yeah, I was so annoyed at the film, and I was like, I need to get this off my chest.
So what it needs is like both of us to be in that mood, and we'll just come down here, slam it, take back everything we said.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, actually, it's great. I love it. Oh, can I just say, we spoke about Sweet Lou. He gets with Matt's sister in the clown college and falls in love and stops playing the field after that.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I love Sweet Lou. He's my favourite character.
Sweet Lou.
But ever since from in the movie when he meets Matt's sister, from there on out, I don't like him. Turns into a complete melt.
Yeah, completely like the chocolatiest melt.
Was it you that called me a chocolate melt once? Was that you?
I think so.
And I was just like, what the fuck? Oh man, just like you did.
The daytime watch is not filling us with inspiration.
I think I've said all I've got to say on this one.
Do you think it's just our drunken? Because every other time we've done this, we've at least had a couple of beers.
I'm looking forward to hearing yesterday's one. I know it'll be a little while, but I want to hear if it's just complete gibberish. We'll see. I think it'll be okay. I don't think it was too bad. Oh, so yesterday... Actually, no, I'm not going to tell you. Actually, I'm going to tell you. You know, yesterday, do you remember my drinking game?
Yeah.
Do you remember every time someone pushes Mongo?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? I put that in there. That's a lie. No one pushes Mongo in the film. And I was going to see... Because you were like, yeah, I'm not sure about that. I keep an eye out. And I was like, no one pushes Mongo. There's no cops in this film, is there?
No, exactly. It's like one security guard, which is something that I think a skater film is missing. A lot of like the conflicts of being a skateboarder does involve the police, which is something they don't touch on at all. And I think they do miss out.
And yeah, that's a very good point. And just being like young kids, just fresh out of high school, driving a van that has been graffitied with super duper on the side, with a ramp on the roof of the van. In real life, they'd be getting pulled over constantly. Yeah, that's a good point, man.
And Sandy's dad smashes his brake light as well.
Exactly, you'd be pulled over straight away for that. I just want to mention. So one of my notes from yesterday, after a couple of sheer drops.
Yeah, sorry. Could you just shake the paper a little bit more? Thanks.
After a few sheer drops was, this is just it, how little I gave a fuck about Jimmy Wilson.
He's the most...
Which is true every film. I just like that I wrote that.
Yeah, he's a complete... So you see him skate once in the film? Quite early on.
He's on the vert. No, yeah. Is it just that one time?
I think it's just that one time you see him skate, and he's meant to be like this utter legend. Not to say that like Tony Hawk's not an utter legend from skating vert.
Yeah.
It just seems... He's a weird character. He doesn't really do too much in the film, apart from serve as Eric's, like... Let me start that again. He's a weird character whose only purpose is to...
His only purpose is to serve as Eric's sort of pipe dream of being sponsored by this guy who's just...
Join the Jimmy Wilson tour. I don't know if he owns Hurley, but there's a lot of Hurley product in this.
I don't know if I told you, but I do not give a fuck about Jimmy Wilson. As noted down yesterday. Music video.
Oh yeah, the trailer as well. So we watched the special features today. We had a...
Yeah, two out of three.
Afternoon viewing, we had the time.
Had time.
Spend a few more minutes.
Wasn't rushing to bed.
Oh, you say that. We're rushing to bed last night.
I'm going to have a nap.
Didn't go to bed until like 2 hours after we finished the podcast.
Yeah. What time was it?
No, like an hour and a half. It was late.
I'm going to have a nap after this, I think. Well, lie down.
Nice, yeah,
watch some Simpsons. I think I'm going to just watch Grind again. I can't watch anything else.
And I'm going to start editing. I'm going to start figuring this shit out.
Yeah, nice one. Anyway, the extras, the music video, which is by the
Donners.
Not a bad, like, it's a fine song. Like, not my genre per se, but it's a fine song. Music video is just, it's pretty wafty, isn't it?
It's definitely got like funny aspects.
Yeah, it's got a few.
Like we talked about before, how the stunt doubles for the skaters are just done so badly, and you just like constantly just have them like staring at the camera. Obviously, it's not that extreme, but you do get pulled out of it quite a lot because of continuity errors with the skateboarding and people's decks and
so not a memorable music video.
But they take the piss out of that quite well. That's quite funny. They do. There's a few funny cuts.
Because I think they are taking the piss out of it.
Yeah,
personally, but maybe.
But it's meant to be like a light-hearted film, so it's an alright homage.
Yeah, nothing. If you get so after listening to this, when you buy the DVD, I wouldn't rush to watch the music video. Trailer was strange. It was
it's weird. I wouldn't have gone to see that film based on the trailer.
No, it was just all these weird bits cut together.
And some of the best jokes in the film are in the trailer, but cut down to a really short, because obviously it's meant to be snappy.
Yeah, and
So
it
they
just
cut
keeps
it down,
cutting.
so it just ruins like the comic timing of it, and like the whole setup isn't there. So it's just a couple of zingers that we know since we know the film like the back of our fucking hands.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and a couple bits in the trailer that didn't make it to the film, which I know isn't rare by any standard. That happens all the time. But I would like to see some deleted scenes that didn't make. What do they call it?
Yeah.
Left on the editing floor or something.
Yeah.
Someone
Left on the cutting room floor.
That's it. Yeah. I'd like to see those. I'm looking forward to listening to the commentary, man. I think that would be a good laugh.
I think that'll give us a lot of insight into maybe some of the things that we've been wondering about and talking about.
I don't know. We'll see. Just all of them. Yeah, no.
Especially a
I
director's
think
cut is
you're
them
right. I
talking
think
about
you're
like
right.
their artistic choices and why they did certain things.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it's got the cast in it as well. Or is it just Eric or something?
I honestly can't remember because last time I watched it, I
Oh
was
God, years and years ago.
early teens, I guess.
That's so actually years ago. This guy's like 40.
Film came out in 2003.
I think that's all I've got to say. Day 5 of lockdown.
We're too early to have seen any figures or anything.
So 15,500 confirmed cases, which is a jump. 750 or so deaths, which is a massive jump since last time I mentioned it, I think. So stay safe out there, and
Yeah,
We'll
stay
be-
safe, and it's a bit late for these PSA warnings. But stay safe and take social distancing seriously. I know it'll be like at least 3 weeks into the outbreak by the time you hear this, but... Or into the lockdown.
yeah, cut the stay safe. I don't want that. I mean, stay safe. All right,
It's a
leave,
general bit of life.
leave it in. All right.
As the Smurfs say, safety third, after fun and adventure.
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. I'm going to go watch the Smurfs. Thanks for listening again, Mum.